7 fairies had come to Earth to take a bath. While they were bathing in the water, a deer saw them. The deer stole the flying scarf of one of the fairies and ran away from there. When the fairies came out after bathing, one of the younger sisters saw that her scarf was missing. She became very worried because without the scarf, she could not go back to heaven. She started searching for her scarf everywhere. Her other 6 sisters also started helping her, but even together, they could not find the scarf. Then suddenly, a rainbow appeared in the sky. That rainbow was their way to return to heaven. The 6 fairies returned to heaven with the help of that rainbow, but the younger sister was left behind without the scarf. In no time, the other fairies disappeared in the sky. Now the little fairy was alone and was just crying. On the other hand, the deer reached home to his master. The deer called the master with gestures. The master did not understand anything, but he followed the deer. The deer took him to the riverbank. Going there, the owner saw a very beautiful girl sitting on a rock and crying. The boy went to her. The fairy saw the boy and started to back away in fear. The boy explained to her, "I'm not an old man. You are alone here, so I want to help you." The fairy now had no choice but to trust the boy. The boy asked her, "Why are you alone here?" The fairy told the truth without hiding anything. She said, "I am the daughter of God. My father always used to tell about the beauty of the earth. That is why all of us fairies came to see the earth. But while bathing, my dupatta got lost, so I could not return." The fairy said to the boy, "Will you help me find my dupatta?" But it was already night, so the boy invited the fairy to come to his house. The fairy had no other place to go, so she went with him. As soon as they reached home, the boy's mother thought that perhaps she was her future daughter-in-law. The boy whispered everything in his mother's ear, but the fairy was so beautiful that the mother accepted her as her daughter-in-law. The fairy looked around. The boy's house was very poor. There were not even 3 beds, so the boy put his mother and the fairy to sleep inside the house, and he himself went to sleep outside. The next morning, the boy went to the mountains to find the fairy's scarf. The boy's mother gave food to the fairy and then went to work herself. The goat and deer in the house had also accepted the fairy as the master's daughter-in-law. At night, the boy's mother gave the fairy a cloth to wear. After wearing the cloth, it seemed as if the cloth was made for her. Then it started raining. The fairy went outside and saw that the boy was getting drenched in the rain and was fixing the broken wood. The boy's hand was hurt. The fairy tied his hand lovingly. Meanwhile, in heaven, the king was very upset. His little daughter was left alone on earth. The king angrily said to his commander, "If you do not bring my daughter back, you will never be able to return to heaven." The commander reached the earth searching for the girl. He saw that both the boy and the fairy were very happy, as if they were made for each other. The boy was sitting comfortably on the rock. Just then the commander came. He suddenly caught the fairy and forcibly made her wear her dupatta, and then he took the fairy back to heaven with him.